Hello, everyone. Dr. Nikki Starr here. Just wasn't sure if it logged in yet. Here with another day live. I come live every week here on YouTube, and I want to talk today about rituality and rituals. And it's actually the theme of a lot of what I'm talking about this week because it is the theme of my next offering. So, I want to talk about the history of rituality and how it's actually been a part of our lives as humans since the beginning of time. It's how we came into communion and lived in symbiosis with the earth. So if you look at native traditions and lineages, Atlantis time, you look at ancient Egypt, the Mayans, I feel very connected to all of these types of civilizations, as well as native of South America, native of the Americas, native of Siberia, all the native, and even of Australia. Like, ritual is a part of life, just like going to sleep and brushing your teeth. And it's actually a very revered practice. It's really like the spiritual practice. And even before there was religion, there was ritual. And even within religions, there are rituals. So this is an innate mindfulness practice that humans do, and it makes us feel better. We do ritual because it makes us feel better. We do ritual because it really supports us in connecting with our divine nature, because when we do ritual, we connect to the divine. We connect to the energies that are all around us. We connect to something bigger than ourselves. I feel that ritual is how we connect to and receive support in our lives. And there are so many kinds of rituals, but I want you to kind of be tuned into the history of it. So if there's a part of you that misses it, know that it's a part of you, because it's a part of humanity. And if you have not been tuning into and doing your own ritual, now might be a time that you want to restart. And it's something that I have been using in my personal practice for years. I even actually, as a kid, even when my parents didn't want to go to church, I used to want to go to church because there's something about the ritual that made me connect to a deeper part of myself. Like, I was like a spiritual little kid. Like, I wanted to do those things. And then as I got older and I started understanding the bigger picture of humanity and understanding religion and understanding rituality and spirituality and how they're all a little bit different, then I started having my own practices, and I started going on a spiritual journey, and I started to connect to rituals outside of religion. And what I have come to see is that rituality is a thread. It's a thread within religions, it's a thread within cultures, it's a thread. And I feel that the rituals we do are kind of like defining of who we are, because different lineages have different rituals. And I come from a lineage of healers through my mother's line, and I come from this like jungle medicine. Like, I'm a medicine woman in my DNA, and I'm a medicine woman in this life. And even though I decided to go through Western medicine, even though I went through that journey, I came back to the ancient roots of ritual as a big foundational piece in how I support others to heal themselves and how I heal myself. And so ritual is so powerful, and it's so simple, and it's even like less side effects than medications and more results, is what I feel. And that's why I love it so much. And even so I'm also an initiated priestess in this life. So I do rituals through that lineage that I'm initiated through, but also through ones that I just receive. I receive intuitively rituals for different clients and patients to support them in what they're wanting to achieve, how they're wanting to feel, what they're wanting to heal and evolve. And what's been really beautiful to witness is even back in 2000, I think it was like 16 or 17 maybe, I hosted an Art of Ritual women's group that was like a 6-month program or so. And we met like every month, and we had different rituals that we did together with different themes. And it was so beautiful, and it was so powerful. And it's something that's just a part of who I am. And it's something I want to spread in the world, because I feel like Ritual is a way we can take back power into our hands and be the magicians and the creators of our lives. So you're going to be seeing over these next few days a bunch of different rituals connected to video. And I'm also going to be wearing I have like my uniforms for when I do ritual. And so this is one of my ritual uniforms. And in my ritual uniform, you're going to see it actually in all the videos because I sat down today and on all my different channels, Instagram, my Dr. Nikki Starr Facebook page, here on my YouTube page, I'm coming live on each one to talk about ritual. And I like to deposit them all as kind of like the safety deposit box, like the safekeeping of all of my videos. I come and I share them all on YouTube through all the different channels. So you're going to see me in my ritual clothes talking about ritual in different ways and really planting the seed and actually wanting to kind of cast a net out and see who feels a resonance with this topic. Because if you were a witch, a wizard, a priestess, a priest, connected to rituality in some way in a past life, there's a piece of your soul that actually misses it in this life. And this is that history I'm talking about. That's why when you go, everyone's different, but when you go to certain regions of the world, you feel like this sense of like truth in yourself. And if you go into certain types of temples or synagogues or place of worship or place of ritual, you often feel the same thing because when you're tapping into ritual, you're tapping into divine forces and divine energies, and you're tapping into the truth of existence and all the energy that's all around you. And you actually can't help but feel good inside of yourself because you're connecting to truth. And I feel that a lot of society nowadays has lost track of a lot of the important things. Like there's a lot of distraction through like TV watching and social media and just even all the events happening in the world right now versus just like a coming home to self, a coming home to ritual, a coming home to sacredness. So another piece of rituality is it's really a sacred time that we come into union with ourselves and all that is around us. So if you're not someone who likes to meditate, for example, but you feel a calling to something spiritual, ritual can be a powerful alternative because it actually is a form of meditation in a sense because you're very focused on the ritual that you're doing. And I believe that ritual is a series of action steps that has an intention that then can lead us to create an outcome. Or you can say it's like a prayer in action. That's what I feel ritual is. And I want to bring this spiritual element as first and foremost. I think, sometimes I talk about myself being a coach, but I really feel that I'm a spiritual teacher and a medicine woman, a modern day medicine woman. And with that, the foundation of those things are ritual. And when you have a little sacred space in your home and you have these little things that you do that support you in feeling connected, this is so important. Everything in our life enhances. We feel more connected to everyone and everything. And I can't express that enough. And so I want to have you give me the permission to share with you even more rituals that you can do for your healing, for your becoming, for your transformation, for manifestation, for creating the life you love. And so I'm going to be hosting my Rituality course this month, and you can join it anytime in the month of November, but it's going to start on 11/11. And so every month I host a different course. The month of November, the course is Rituality. And I look forward to sharing with you. In the comments, I have put the link of this course, and I would love to have you in there. If you have questions, you can ask them, reach out to me. I'm glad to answer them for you. And with that, I send you so much love. I hope that this video inspired you to bring rituality into your life in some way, if you're not already, and connect to your roots, the roots of your soul, and all the past lives you've lived and all the times you've practiced rituality and what that's the richness that's brought into your life. And I will see you again here soon. I love you. Thank you for doing this great work and continuing your spiritual journey and your evolution. And I send you love, blessings, and wishing you a beautiful day. Bye for now.